guys, so I'm just gonna do like a step-by-step, more like little snippets of what I'm working on. And I'm working on two different cake trinket boxes, and these boxes I got over at Michael's craft store. And it's got like a little magnetic thing here. Please excuse the messy desk as well. A lot of trial and error, as you can see. I start off with this little Art Minds brand unfinished box. What I went ahead and did was take some caulk silicone and I spread it all over the box, as you can see. So just trying to make a cake. This is obviously not finished, but I plan on painting this. I have two different themes in mind for these two boxes. So I used the caulk silicone, covered this up, and I would not recommend using it. I didn't have like an art spatula or anything, or the painting spatula, so I ended up using a blade. Please do not do so, it's dangerous. I used this to spread on the silicone on this thing. So I didn't get an even coat, as you can see. It's a little rougher on the edges, but I think that's okay. It gives it more of a realistic look, I think I'm going to be putting some felt on the bottom. Alright, so here's another update on the Gudetama cake box that I'm working on. I went ahead and used some yellow acrylic paint and painted the top section over here. And what I ended up doing was taking a pencil and I did like a little outline of the cracked part of the egg first with this pencil, and then I colored the top part of the cake yellow and filled in the little cracked sections, and then I went over with the white paint on the bottom, and then I used black Scribbles puffy paint to make the crack on the egg. So Gudetama is made with white air dry clay, and then I just colored him with yellow paint, kind of like a yellow ochre. It's more of like a darker yellow. And then for the bacon strip, I added it on last minute because I accidentally chipped off a piece of the paint on the side of his body. So I kind of had to cover that up. So I just went ahead and made some bacon, and I used the pink Daiso air dry clay for that. And I just got done painting it. And for the paint, I kind of mixed the colors, like dark pink, red, orange, and some whites to get that color on the edges of this bacon. And then this white strip here, it's not entirely white. I mixed a very light pink with it and just went underneath the line on this middle section of the bacon here. So that's what I have so far. And this part, I just glazed everything on top, and now the egg white on the bottom, I'm going to try and create like a thick layer of Mod Podge. It's the Dimensional Magic one, so it just kind of gives it a little bit of, I don't know, add a little height to the egg white, I suppose. And I might have to do it in 2 layers. If not, then one should be fine. And then towards the end, I'm going to be adding some whipped cream on the top and on the side here. Maybe add some sprinkles. So I'll be right back. So I'm just going to add the Mod Podge along the egg white here on the bottom. Give it more of a 3D look, I suppose. And I did glue him down using some E6000, so he's pretty much secure onto the cake and he's not going to come off. I'm just following the outline of the egg white here, and I will show you guys what it looks like after the Mod Podge has been applied. Alright you guys, so I finally finished the Gudetama box, and I have to say that I am extremely happy with how it turned out. So here's the thing, I know I was gonna do like a step-by-step kind of walkthrough of this thing, but I did forget to charge my camera, so I didn't quite record everything. From what I remember from the last clip, I showed you guys the bacon and what I did as far as like painting goes. So what I did add to this was this whipped cream, around the top here, and I used the Daiso air dry clay whipped cream method, and that was a tutorial I uploaded a few weeks ago, and if you guys haven't seen that, I'll link that video in the description box. And after I applied that, I allowed that some time to dry, and then I proceeded adding some chopped up like chocolate chips here on the bottom, and I have a whole tray of it over here. I kind of went overboard. I didn't know exactly how much I would be needing to cover the bottom here, but this was kind of a painful process because I just used some tweezers and some varnish. I kind of like individually picked up each piece and dipped it in the varnish, then added it onto the cake box. I know that there's probably like a quicker method, but I felt like this one allowed me to cover the cake a little bit better than it would than me just like basically like sprinkling it on really quickly. I did that, and then I baked a strip of black clay for these sprinkles. I'm not sure what the type of sprinkle, like the name of this type of sprinkle is, but it's like the stick ones, and my sister Karina actually suggested the stick sprinkles, so thank you Karina for helping with that. Thinking about filling in those little gaps there, which should be no problem. When you open up the box, there's just some black felt here on the inside, as you can see. I lined the inside with the adhesive black felt, and that's that. I am really happy with this cake, and I'm just allowing this chocolate to dry. I'll be placing it in this little cake box that I got over at Daiso, and send this cake off to my sister, Miss Trinity 143, aka Estrella, aka Ella, whichever one you prefer to call her. I originally made this cake as a surprise for Estrella because she, I mean at first, well, like a few weeks ago actually, she reached 20,000, so this was my gift to her, and she's like far surpassed that, and she's just booming right now. So you guys definitely have to go check her out. All her links are in the description box below, so be sure to check out her channel and her Instagram and all that. So yeah, congratulations Estrella, I hope you like this gift, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough. I apologize if it was too long, but next time, or for my next cake, I'll try and see if I can make a more detailed and shorter video for you guys. In any case, I hope you enjoyed. Please take care and have a wonderful day. Bye!